Hi, welcome to Delicious Dishes by Dianna, and I'm Dianna. Today, we're going to make a party pizza, a pizza that I'm going to make for a large group in this big pan. It's a deep dish pizza. It's made with frozen yeast rolls, and you let them rise, then you push them down, sort of like you would do a focaccia bread. Then you're going to add your toppings, your sauce, your cheese, and then you're going to bake it. It's going to be delicious. Let me show you how this is done. Okay, to make this giant pizza, party pizza, you're going to want to get some frozen dinner rolls that are yeast rolls. We're going to put these in this pan and we're going to let them rise. But this is the brand that I use, Rhodes, and there's 36 rolls in here. Let me show you how to prepare the pan. We're going to take the pan here. We're going to put olive oil down in here and get the pan good and olive oiled. And this is going to take about 3, 4, maybe 5 hours, depending on how cold your room is. Going to take that long for the rolls to rise, so we want to do this ahead of time. And I'm just going to go ahead and grease up my pan real well. This is going to kind of fry the bottom of the bread when it bakes later on. Okay, my package says to tear here. It never really tears correctly, so I'm just going to go ahead and just cut this. I'm going to put the rolls out here. Okay, there we have it. I have them lined up, little soldiers lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. We're going to let these rise. I'm going to coat the top of these with some olive oil. This gives them room to rise up. Put a little olive oil in my cup here. I'm going to cover each one of these with a little bit of olive oil. Keeps them from drying out. I'll also keep them, I'm going to put some plastic wrap over the top of these. And this is going to keep the plastic wrap from sticking to the top of the rolls, hopefully. Sometimes it sticks a little bit, but it won't hurt anything. And I'm going to get my plastic wrap and cover this. Okay, those are going to take about 3 to 5 hours. They're going to get nice and fluffy and big. They're going to swell up and touch each other, and they're going to look like regular dinner rolls. But the next step is the fun part. We're going to take and we're going to push it down like you would do focaccia bread. Then we're going to add our toppings and bake this puppy. I'll see you after a while, in about 3 to 5 hours. Okay, it's been 3 hours. These rose up really quick. I pulled the plastic off. It kind of made them deflate a little bit, but that's okay because we're going to want them to deflate a little bit anyway. So let me show you what to do next. Okay, see, I took the lid off, I took the plastic off, and they kind of deflated, but they've all come together. So now we're going to take some olive oil, and I'm just going to drizzle a little olive oil over the top of it. I'm going to take my fingers and make sure I've got a little bit of olive oil on my fingers so it doesn't stick. I put on gloves because I was going to be touching it. We're just going to poke like that. Poke it down. Yeah, it rose up. I mean, these things went berserko. It really did. I'm going to put fingers all over this. Like a little bit of garlic powder because this is just plain bread. It doesn't really have a lot of flavor. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of garlic over the top of this for some flavor. Now I'm going to add a tiny bit of salt. It's kind of hard to see the salt, so I'm going to put the salt in my hand and then sprinkle it over the top. There we go. A little flavor to the plain bread. Next thing, I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. Next thing we're going to add is our cheese. And I have plain mozzarella cheese. And I'm going to sprinkle my cheese all over the top of this. This is a little bit different way than you normally get a cheese pizza. Or any kind of pizza. Usually you put the sauce on first. This is going to be a little bit different. And you can put the sauce on there first, but I don't. Now, the next thing I'm going to add, is my pepperoni. So I take and I use turkey pepperoni. That was a sideways glance at it. And I take my pepperoni, stack them up. I don't like whole pieces of pepperoni. My mouth just doesn't like whole pieces. So I cut these up into smaller pieces. Like that. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that down here at the end because some of it's going to be cheese, some of it's going to be pepperoni, a third of it's going to have some black olives on it. So there's the black olives already sliced. I'll take a few of those and sprinkle these down here on this third. Okay, now the middle section is going to stay plain cheese. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some sauce to this. And I'm using this brand. It's roasted garlic pizza. Okay, I got it open. It's pretty thick. I'm going to give it a good stir. I'm going to add a little bit of that just down the middle. I'm not going to spread it all out because it's good. If you wanted to, before you put the cheese on there, you could spread it all out. But this is bread and sauce, so you don't get too much. I'm going to make 3 lines of the sauce. I'll take a little bit more Parmesan cheese, just a little bit, sprinkle that over the top. Seriously, that's not a lot of Parmesan cheese. I'm thinking it was a third a cup total. I'm going to take the rest of the cheese, and this is a 16-ounce package of cheese. I'll sprinkle a little more cheese on here. So it'll melt down good. I have my oven set to 450 and it is ready to go. This is going to be cheesy, delicious. Now, you can add sausage, you can add hamburger, you can add salami, you can add vegetables, you can add onions and green bell peppers. I'm just adding the things that our family likes. on here. Now I'm going to put this in the oven at 450 degrees and I'm going to let it cook for about 25 minutes. Okay, it's time to take it out of the oven. Look at that. Look how good that looks. I'm going to cut into it for you guys and share a piece so you can see just how delicious it is. Look at that. Isn't that yummy looking? Okay. Ah, it smells divine. So delicious. I'm going to have to put it down to cut it. I'm not going to be able to cut it so you can see. There it is. Very bready. A lot of bread. But it's not bad because it's a thick, not too much crust. It's a thick crust, not too much sauce, perfect amount of sauce. It's good and garlicky. You like your pepperoni, just the right amount of cheese. That is delicious. Let me show you something. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So 6 times 3, that's 18 little rectangles of pizza. Now you can do all cheese, and then you could do another one that's all pepperoni, and then you could do another one that's all black olive. But however you make it, you could have 3 of these. Now, I don't know, that is a half sheet cake pan. I'd say you could make it on a cookie sheet, but I don't think that it's deep enough. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Make yourself a party pizza, a big party pizza. Come back and see me next time. I don't know what I'm going to be making, but I'm sure it'll be delicious. Shine for Jesus in all you do. See you next time.